Picture this, you land in Oslo on a quiet blue-hour evening. The tram slides by like it's gliding on silk. People stand in tidy lines. No one is talking on the phone. In the cafe, a stranger looks at you, not unfriendly, but unreadable, and then looks away. You wonder, did I do something wrong? You didn't. Norway runs on a different social operating system. Low drama, high trust, and a deep respect for personal space and nature. Tonight, I'll decode 21 Norwegian habits that can confuse tourists at first, and I'll give you simple ways to fit right in. Habit 1. Silence is normal. On buses, trains, elevators, and even in waiting rooms, Norwegians keep their voices low and skip small talk with strangers. It isn't coldness, it's courtesy. People assume you want to be left alone unless you signal otherwise. If you do speak, keep it short, clear, and gentle. A soft hi and a smile is enough. Save the long chats for a bar or a dinner table after you've been introduced. You'll notice how calm the city feels when everyone keeps the volume down. Habit 2. Straight faces, warm hearts. Norwegians don't beam at strangers, and they don't do the "how are you" ritual unless they actually want to know. That neutral expression is not dislike, it's privacy. If you're friendly but not pushy, you'll often discover a kind and helpful person underneath the surface. Take it as an invitation to show sincerity. When a Norwegian warms up to you, the warmth is real. If someone seems reserved, don't chase. Give them space and they may surprise you later. Habit 3. First names, firm boundaries. Titles are rarely used outside of formal letters. You'll meet on a first-name basis, even with a manager or professor. But don't mistake casual names for casual closeness. Personal space matters. Keep an arm's-length distance. Don't touch people you've just met, and avoid prying questions about income, politics, or religion. Respect the boundary, and you'll be respected right back. This mix of informality and privacy keeps things simple and dignified. Habit 4. Dugnad, the volunteer spirit. In apartment buildings, neighborhoods, and sports clubs, people chip in together to clean, rake leaves, paint fences, or fix shared spaces. It's unpaid and expected, and it builds trust. If you're staying long-term or renting an Airbnb in a building, you might get a note about a Dugnad day. Join if you can. It's the easiest doorway into real conversations and a sense of belonging. Show up, bring gloves, be useful, and accept a coffee after. That's Dugnad. Habit 5. Shoes off indoors. The moment you enter a home, and sometimes cabins, daycare centers, or even some offices, off come the shoes. Floors are kept clean, winter is slushy, and it's basic respect. Look for a shoe rack by the door. Pack clean socks or light slippers. If you forget and start marching in with boots, someone will politely point to the rack. It's not a big deal. Just smile, say unskilled, and slip them off. Habit 6. The matpakke, simple packed lunch. Many Norwegians carry a basic sandwich lunch: bread, butter, and a topping like cheese, ham, or leverpostei. No fancy sauces, no big sides. It's cheap, predictable, and surprisingly satisfying on a cold day. If you're traveling on a budget, copy it. Grab bread, a block of brunost or Jarlsberg, and make your own matpakke before you head out. You'll save money and a lot of time during busy sightseeing days. Habit 7. Sunday quiet and limited hours. On Sundays, many shops are closed. Grocery stores often shorten hours, and alcohol sales shut early on weekends. Plan ahead on Saturday. It's part of the rhythm here. Slow down, get outside, relax with family or friends. If you wander through a calm city center on a Sunday evening, you're not missing something. This is the point. Lower stress, less noise, more peace. Habit 8. Recycling like a pro. You'll see multiple bins at apartments and stations. Paper, glass, metal, plastic, food waste. And there's pant, bottle return for a small deposit. Check the label and feed your bottles into a machine at the supermarket, then get a voucher you can spend at the register. It's easy and oddly satisfying. Follow the signs. If you're unsure, watch what locals do for 10 seconds. You'll have it down. Habit 9. Cards everywhere, but Vipps isn't for visitors. Norway is nearly cashless. Your chip or contactless card will work for almost everything, from cafes to public bathrooms. Locals often pay each other with Vipps, a bank-linked app. As a tourist, you likely won't use Vipps. Don't worry, carry one debit or credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. Tap, pay, move on. ATMs exist, but you may never need them. Habit 10. Minimal tipping. Service wages are higher and service charges are baked into prices. If you loved your meal or your barista went the extra mile, round up or add a small tip, 5 to 10% is generous here. No one will chase you down for more, and you won't offend anyone by keeping it modest. It's a pleasant change if you're used to tip math at every turn. Habit 11. High prices, free water. Eating out can be pricey, but Norway's tap water is superb, cold, clean, and free in restaurants when you ask. Say kan jeg få vann takk, and you'll get a carafe. Try lunch deals or dagens specials for better value. Remember that the quality of ingredients is often excellent. Fresh fish, good bread, real butter. If you pick your moments, you'll eat very well. Habit 12. Brunost and the open-face way of life. Brown cheese has a caramel note that's strange and lovely on waffles or bread. Give it a second try if the first bite surprises you. And note the smørbrød culture. Many sandwiches are open-faced. Don't fold them closed like a burger. Eat them with a knife and fork if they're piled high. It's neat and it tastes better than it looks. Habit 13. Taco Friday. Yes, really. Taco Fredag is cozy, casual, and everywhere on Friday nights. Supermarkets carry kits, salsas, and tortillas tailored to Norwegian tastes. If you're invited to someone's home on a Friday, expect tacos, laughs, and maybe a movie. It's comfort food to kick off the weekend. Join in and bring a bag of tortilla chips. You'll be welcome. Habit 14. Vinmonopolet rules. Wine and spirits are sold only in state-run shops called Vinmonopolet, and the hours are limited. Beer can be sold in grocery stores, but even that stops in the evening. If you have a cabin weekend planned, buy ahead. Don't be surprised by the calm, almost gallery-like mood inside Vinmonopolet. Staff know their wines and will help you find something that fits your dinner. Habit 15. Waiting at red, even when the street is empty. Norwegians obey pedestrian signals. It's part safety, part habit, and part respect for rules that protect everyone. If you jaywalk while others stand still, you'll stick out. Trust me, the light will change. When it does, the whole group moves smoothly across, and life continues without drama. It feels oddly satisfying after a day or two. Habit 16. Quiet, efficient public transport. Trams and buses are punctual and clean. Keep hot food sealed, avoid loud phone calls, and don't sprawl across two seats. Offer your seat to someone who needs it. Validate if required and step aside so passengers can exit before you enter. In winter, shake off the snow outside and tuck your backpack in front of you. Small courtesies keep the whole system flowing. Habit 17. Trust, paid forward. Tickets are checked at random and fines are steep. The idea is simple. The system trusts you to pay, and you honor that trust. When you buy your ticket, you're not just buying a ride. You're voting for a world where systems don't need to be policed heavily to work well. It's calm and it's efficient. Keep your ticket ready, and you'll never have a bad surprise. Habit 18. No bad weather, only bad clothing. Norwegians dress for the sky they have, not the sky they wish for. Layers, waterproof shells, wool mid-layers, and solid shoes beat umbrellas in windy rain. If the forecast looks grim, locals still go for a walk. Follow their lead. Invest in a simple shell and a warm hat, and your sightseeing day will still be great. And yes, wool socks, always wool socks. Habit 19. Friluftsliv and the right to roam. There's a deep love of being outdoors, simple, unhurried time in nature. The allemannsretten gives access to the countryside with clear rules. Leave no trace, respect wildlife, close gates, and stay a respectful distance from cabins and yards. If you camp, set up far from homes, pack out everything, and keep it quiet after dark. You're a guest in nature's living room. Treat it that way, and it will treat you well. Habit 20. Reflectors and headlamps in winter. In the dark months, you'll see reflective bands on jackets and backpacks, and small lights bobbing on evening sidewalks. It's practical and life-saving. Pick up a cheap clip-on reflector at a sports shop or grocery store. Carry a tiny headlamp if you plan to walk in dim neighborhoods or on unlit paths. You'll feel instantly more local and much more visible to drivers. Habit 21. Ski at Easter, hike all summer. When holidays come, people disappear to cabins, hidden near mountains, woods, or the sea. Trains and roads get busy right before a long weekend, and cities can feel almost empty. It's peaceful if you stay in town, and glorious if you go out as they do. Book trains early, plan your route, and bring snacks. If you get invited to a cabin, say yes. You'll see the real heart of Norway. Low light on snow, a kettle on the stove, and a deck with a view you'll never forget. Now, a few quick decoder tips to make your trip smoother. Pack for the season with layers that can handle wind and rain. A compact waterproof jacket, a warm mid-layer, wool socks, and sturdy shoes will solve 80% of weather problems. Bring a reusable bottle and drink tap water. You'll save money and love the taste. Download the local transit app for your city, plus an offline map and a weather app. If you're arriving on a Saturday, do a small grocery run for Sunday breakfast and snacks. Learn 3 tiny phrases: hei, takk, and unnskyld. They go a long way. And if you're curious about something, how to recycle, where to find a return machine, what time a store closes, ask a simple, polite question. You'll almost always get a clear answer. You might wonder, is everyone always this quiet? Not always. Get Norwegians onto a mountain trail, into a sauna, or around a dinner table, and you'll meet storytellers and dry humor masters. The trick is timing and context. Let people warm up at their pace. One day you're riding a tram in shared silence. The next, you're laughing about brown cheese and bad weather while the snow falls outside. It happens fast when you respect the rhythm. If you're traveling with kids, you'll notice playgrounds are wonderful, and people trust children with a bit of independence. Dress them for the weather, teach them to wait for the green light, and they'll fit right in. If you're going out at night, bars are relaxed, the music isn't deafening, and people keep to their groups unless there's a reason to mingle. A friendly opener works best when you have a real context. Do you recommend this beer? Or is there a bus to the ski area tomorrow? Honest questions invite honest answers. A word on cabins and invitations. If someone invites you to a hidda weekend, it's a compliment. Bring a small gift, coffee, chocolate, or something to share. Pitch in with chores. Keep phones away at the table. After dinner, you might see the northern sky turn electric or the fjord go mirror still in a way you'll never forget. That's the moment the neutral face melts and the warmth you sensed shows up fully. It's worth the patience. And in cities, enjoy the small things. A bakery at 8 a.m. with fresh skillingsboller in Bergen. The wool shop where you can actually touch the sweaters. The park where people sit on a bench with a thermos and simply watch clouds pass. Norway does quiet pleasures well. Lean into them. If the weather turns, head into a museum, a library, or a cafe. If the sun breaks out, follow everyone to the nearest patch of grass and let your shoulders drop. Before we wrap, remember these 4 words. Quiet, punctual, prepared, respectful. Quiet keeps the system calm. Punctual keeps it running. Prepared keeps you comfortable in any weather. Respectful opens the door to everything else. Do that, and Norway opens up to you like a book in a language you suddenly realize you can read. If this guide helped you feel more at home in Norway, tell me which habit surprised you the most. Was it the silence? The Friday tacos? The bottle return machines? Drop your story in the comments. And if you're planning a trip here, or you just like learning how different cultures actually work, tap like, hit subscribe, and share this with the friend you want to bring along. In the next episode, I'll show you how to eat well in Norway without breaking your budget, from lunch specials to cabin recipes, and one powerful 3-word rule that saves money every day. Until then, pack your layers, charge your transit card, and enjoy the calm. Norway will meet you exactly where you are.